Say it with me, folks. Every day's a great day at Junis. Yeah! We got Persona 4 Revival, we got a release date, and Persona 6! Oh my gosh! So yeah, the Xbox Showcase just showed up. We got two really cool announcements by Atlus, which I was telling y'all about and kept on saying we're gonna be getting something, and here we are. And I want to tell you all about it, and it's definitely worth a sub as you come and you join our party and you level on up with me. Thank you so much for your sub, your like, and your brand new hype. It helps me out a ton. So, first things first, Persona 4 Revival is launching next year on February the 18th for the PlayStation 5, the PC, and the Xbox, not on Nintendo Switch, or Switch 2 even, although I feel like it could run on the Switch 1. But then if it comes on the Switch 2, it's probably going to be a game key card, and I feel like it should come on the Switch 1, but I don't know, this is like something just to kind of like talk about and just kind of discuss with y'all, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like it wasn't announced for the Switch 2 because this started development maybe before, they got a development kit for the Switch 2. The Switch 2's only been out for 1 year. This has probably been in development for a good 4 or 5 something years at this point, you know what I mean? So, maybe they just didn't have it for the Switch 2, but they could have made it for the Switch 1. I don't know. This isn't exactly, high fidelity, massive, super powerful game or anything, although it does look absolutely gorgeous. The graphical style, again, it reminds me a lot of the new graphical style in Trails in the Sky that Gung Ho put out. Like, it looks really freaking beautiful. It looks absolutely gorgeous. A big question that people had in regards to Persona 4 Revival was, is Atlus gonna screw us over and just give us base game, or are we going to be getting the full golden version? Well, the trailer did answer that question because Marie is there, which tells us, okay, yeah, golden is there, so we're getting everything. We're not getting screwed. Remember whenever Atlus came out and they were talking about how their royal editions or golden editions, these different editions, were kind of harming their sales because people were waiting for that royal edition to come out before actually purchasing the game. They made that statement after Metaphor came out, and they were like, you know what, we're not going to do a royal edition for Metaphor. You're just getting what you're getting. And I think that they have stuck to that, and now they're saying, okay, we're not going to hold back on Revival in order to give you the golden Revival down the road, So, yeah, this is really freaking good news. This is great. A more cynical me would have said, like, oh, well, they're just holding back that golden Revival for the Switch 2 version that's coming down the road eventually. But, yeah, it looks like Atlus has learned their lesson, and they are doing what is good for the consumer, so that is really cool. Also, we have a whole new, brand new voice acting cast for the game as well. Looks like the people from the previous editions did not, continue on and reprise their roles for this. So we have a whole new voice acting cast. Looks like the combat has been updated. The baton pass thing is there from Persona 5, so it looks like, you can use all different party members and everything else like that, so you can really utilize everybody in combat. Everything has been updated into a really good way, just like the Persona 3 remake that we got, last year? 2 years ago? I think it was about 2 years ago whenever we got that. So yeah, really freaking great news. This is fantastic news. We have pre-orders are available right now. It says pre-orders are available today. It'll also be available via Game Pass. If you haven't played Persona 4, it's actually one of my more favorite ones in the series. You're this guy, you move to this small town, you meet this little group of friends, and then you find out that there's this mysterious television channel called the Midnight Channel that only kind of turns on or appears on rainy nights, and then you kind of like get sucked into the TV set, kind of like The Ring, and then there's like mysterious murders going around. It's like a murder mystery thing going on, so it's just kind of a really cool game. So yeah, it's actually one of my favorites. So yeah, very, very, very interesting right here. Super excited for that. Next on our list of things to do, Persona 6 has been announced. I feel like the leaks kind of forced them to announce this. We have seen a lot of leaks. I came to y'all, showed you the logo, the protagonist. There was a dual protagonist with this little blonde kid with like a little page boy haircut. This other girl, she had like a red and black hair thing going on. Atlas came out and they were like, we can't do this, blah, 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 blah. So I think that they were kind of forced to reveal this trailer. The trailer itself, kind of a nothing burger. It kind of reminds me of the very first Persona 4 Revival trailer where it had like a stack of television sets, and people were like, oh, well, it's here. Like, that's great, but we don't know anything else about it. So that's kind of what we have here. It's here. It's great. We don't know anything else about it. We got the logo, and that's about it. Logo in green. So green is the color. We've known that for a while, though. There was the photograph quite some time ago of various Persona protagonists, and then it had like a paint bucket at the end of green paint kind of spilling out. So we've known for a while that green has been the color, but we don't really know anything else about that. I'm thinking like ghost story, I'm thinking like cemetery, death, because the trailer, that's really what it showed. It's a dark and stormy night. The lightning's going off. We see gravestones. We see dead trees. We see almost this like obelisk or monolith or something of this all these gravestones in this cemetery and everything. So I'm thinking death, ghosts, and then the way that like, I don't know, the green, it reminded me of like Slimer from Ghostbusters, so I'm like, maybe it is ghosts. I don't know. It's just something different. It's just something, just something to ponder about, to think about. What is the theme of Persona 6? What is going on here? What are we going to be discussing? Where are we going to be going? What is going on with Persona 6? In the same vein as Persona 4 Revival, not coming out of the Switch 2, same dealio with Persona 6. It is PlayStation 5, Xbox, and PC. We don't have a release date for this. We really didn't get any kind of gameplay for this. We really didn't get anything. Almost kind of like this was essentially what Square Enix put out for Dragon Quest XII Flames of Fate 5-something years ago, where it was just like, here's the logo reveal. You get nothing else, we're done. And then they change it up. So yeah, hopefully they won't be changing anything, but yeah, this is what we have for Persona 6. Cemeteries, dead trees, dark and stormy night, ghosts, logo, green. That's pretty much what we got. We do have a statement from Atlas. It says, an entirely new story is about to unfold. The highly anticipated next chapter of the iconic RPG series delivers a bold, new standalone story, blending heartfelt daily life and new characters with pulse-pounding supernatural adventures. Whether it's your first Persona game or you've been here since the beginning, this one is for you. Yeah, so very, very, very exciting right here for Persona, because as we know, every day is a great day at Junes. Yeah! So awesome. This is just great news. Just wanted to bring this to y'all, let y'all know about it, and I want to hear from y'all. What do you think about this Persona news? Let me know in the comments, and as always, have a good day.